Hello and welcome to the Banker's View from Sibos video series looking at all the hot topics here in Sydney. I'm Joy Macknight, Deputy Editor at The Banker, and I'm joined by Sophia Wikander, Head of Business Innovation at Nordea. Sophia, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So last year when I interviewed you at the Sibos in Toronto, you were talking about real time, and that meant not just about payments, but about everything, data, business, everything.
Yeah.
What has progressed over the past year, would you say, in that space?
I think for the large corporates, it hasn't progressed that much, to be honest. What they're still working with is how to adopt real time to their systems, to their ecosystems, and what that will mean for them in regards to how they will be able to not only serve the rest of the organization in real time, meaning securing funds in the relevant places in real time, but also how that can bring them closer to the rest of the business and eventually also the customers. And I think there's a lot of dialogues also going on in regards to what should be real time or what is needed to be real time and what is not. The ultimate payment ecosystem is about utilizing the right payment settlement for the right cause, right? So not everything needs to be real time, although I do think that the data component of real time is obviously super relevant in any area. For the smaller SMEs, I think there's been a real change, to be honest, in the Nordics, both because e-commerce have grown so much, more than 20% per year, or this year, but also because some of the real-time local schemes that we're having have also really pushed out not only being a peer-to-peer, but actually business-to-consumer solution. And what the large corporates, at least some of them, are waiting for now is really to get the functionality that you actually can do a real-time payout to your consumers. But that is not there yet.
Okay. What challenges have surfaced, let's say, in the last year for your corporate clients?
I think the pace of digitalization, the demand that they see from their customers. A lot of our customers are business-to-consumer customers, and they see the pace of digitalization and the requests from the customers. They also see the adoption of new technology and really understand that, and planning the workforce so that it fits with the new era that we're entering into. And then obviously, some of them are also heavily hit by regulation, just as banks.
And can I ask you, so we're doing all this whole digital transformation journey, but how does Nordea bring its clients on this journey with them?
We're doing it from different angles. It's obviously, based on the customer need, but we have a lot of dialogues about digitalization. We try to include them in the findings that we are having, so more like a consultancy or advisory role in that regards. But then we're also testing out ideas from a digital perspective in our co-innovation. So we're running co-innovation sprints together with our corporate customers, as I talked to you about before, and it's continuing to be super successful and really creating a different kind of dialogues with customers than we used to have before, where we dare to share, I guess, the challenges that we're seeing very much linked to digitalization.
Okay, and open banking is coming in, whether it's through PSD2 or otherwise. What kind of new opportunities are you seeing open up in that space?
A lot of focus have been on being compliant, obviously. But we early out decided that we need to, in addition to being compliant, we need to learn from the developer community. That's, partly our new customer base, right? And now we have 2,600 developers, and that could be, a one-man band or a big corporate. And what we are looking at there is obviously certain areas where we have APIs which can be used by consumers now. It's very much related to the retail and the consumer, and we're looking into now to really move that to the corporate side, to become an aggregator of data for the corporates, but also testing out specific things together with some of our largest corporates who are in our sandbox now and literally trying out new things and seeing, how can we leverage from doing something together. And if I should say that one change that has happened this last year is that before it was very much a one-to-one interaction between the bank and one of our corporates. Now we're looking at several corporates joining together, we being one part of that ecosystem, and discussing benefits of doing things together. And that could be loyalty programs or discussing how to get on top of KYC, those kind of things.
Okay, my last question is around the fact that Nordea has, for the third year in a row, won the Bankers Transaction Banking Awards for the Nordic region. What's the secret to your success?
Firstly, we're super happy to get the prize, obviously. I think it's a combination that we both really try to be out there with our customers, understand what it is that is burning for them, and then bring that back to our organization and constantly tweak our solutions or find new solutions through partners or on our own. So that's one part. The second part is, I think as we are a Nordic player, we really also try to benefit from the different countries and securing that something that works really well in one country can be adopted in another. And then obviously also taking the holistic Nordic perspective and beyond Nordic in trying to convince the other banks to progress, and that is sort of aspiring for us as well. And then we're trying to be on top of the new technologies and try it out, and that could be anything from how commerce is done today and in the future, and how APIs will work for the corporates today and in the future, etc. So I think it's a combination of several things, and we really want to try to be at our best, all the time, and it seems to pay off a bit.
Thank you so much for your insight, Sophia.
Thank you so much.